Freestylers, welcome to the channel. I will be sharing with you how I turned this space from fall into winter in 3 easy steps. If you're interested, stay tuned. Transitioning between seasons is not very hard if you have a plan. Start with smart decor choices that will carry you from fall to winter. I will share how I do it in 3 easy steps with colors, warm textures, and selective seasonal touches. Let's get started. Okay, brief stylers, we're going to start with tip number 1. Choose a neutral base. Black, creams, beiges, tans, grays, these are your foundations. A blank canvas for colors and textures. Use these colors on large pieces such as furniture, curtains, rugs, etc. This backdrop is a flexible foundation for any season. And now that we establish our color palette, we're going to move on to tip number 2 by adding some warmth. And we add warmth with texture and color. Adding warmth and coziness works for both seasons of fall and winter, but stay away from those iconic seasonal colors like your oranges and reds. Instead, use texture like your furs, knits, wools, and velvets in rich colors like cinnamon, sage, chocolate, and creams that will carry you through October with your neutral pumpkins and colorful leaves, and in December or January with your pine cones and evergreens. Lastly, we are on tip number 3, and we are going to do our accents. We're going to add small touches of seasonal accents, a few pieces that nods to the season. So for example, a simple understated neutral pumpkin in October, or fall wreaths that can easily be turned into winter with a few choice sprigs, berries, flowers, and ribbon change. Easy to do without starting over from scratch. Exchange your plaid pillows and throws for fall to fur and knit pillows and throws for winter. There is no need to do an overall exchange of decor when you transition from one season to a next. Just small seasonal decor pieces here and there that give you a beautiful look without overstating. Okay, brief stylers, we are going to start on our sofa. So I am spreading out this gorgeous throw blanket that I purchased from Target, and we're going to lay these pillows on here. Now these are the same pillows that I use for fall, but I'm trying to put them in a different direction, like counter-cornered like I have here, but I don't think I like it with this throw blanket, so we're gonna change that back to the original way it was with it facing forward, and I think I like that better. Now we're going to go ahead and grab some pillows and put them on the rest of the couch. And now I added this green pillow. I purchased this from At Home, I believe it is, and this is my little spot of green, I guess you could say, that I'm adding for the winter. And like I said, I kept the throw pillows that I had from fall, the beautiful black and white corded pillows. I don't know if that's corded, some kind of knit, I think it is. It's the texture is so beautiful on it, and I just love the design on it. They came from Amazon. I purchased these. These are pillow covers, and then we added a fur ball, or I think it's kind of furry. That came from Amazon too. So we're starting on this side of the room on the credenza. We're going to start with our floor arrangement. We're going to be adding some greenery, and we're going to start with this cypress greenery that I purchased from Target several years back. I'm not sure if they still have it. It was by 𝗀𝗵𝘁, I think it was, or either it was Magnolia line. So I'm not sure which one it is, but I haven't seen it this year, so I don't know if they brought it back out. So we're going to spread these out. I have about 5 of them. So we're going to spread these out so they look nice and full. I'm thinking 5 will do in this vase. We're using the same vase that we used from the fall decorating. And we're just going to start filling this up. Now we're going to use the full length of the stem. I believe it's 24 inches because this vase is pretty deep. So we're going to spread all of it in here. We're going to place them in as evenly as possible. So now that we have those cypress stems in, we're going to be adding these bushy kind of stems. Now I purchased these from Home Depot last year, and I love them so much because they do a very nice job of filling in the bottom of the floor arrangement where you have all this space, and you can see the stems. So this is like, as you can say, ground cover for the vase. And I'm going to place these in here. I have about 5 of them. I'm going to place about 3 at the rim of the vase, and then we'll place about a couple of them inside the floor arrangement to give some texture. I like a lot of asymmetry to my styling, so that's what we will do here on this floor arrangement. Some of them will be drooping, some of them will be inside, and some of them will be gathered around the rim. Lastly, we're going to place these shiny, I don't know what these called. They're stems that I used on my tree decorating last year. And these will give the floor arrangement a little shine, you know, so it won't look so flat. So I'm going to place these sporadically throughout the floor arrangement to give shine here and there. So this is what the floor arrangement looks like at the moment, until I get in here and start tweaking it here and there, because I can see in some spaces where it's kind of gathered, and I need to twist those up a little bit. But other than that, the floor arrangement looks pretty good, and we're going to move on to the next item. So the next thing we're going to do is place some color on this credenza, because we got some greens going on. Although there are different variations and different textures, we need something to pop over there for the room, because we have color on the one side of the room. We need to bring in some color on this side of the room. And I have this photo that I want to place on this side. Now this is my first time trying this style concept. And normally when I see people do it, it look like modern farmhouse or kind of traditional. But I think I can make it look modern, because I love the concept placing another focal point on a mirror just to chop up the lines a little bit. And I love this photo because you have your greens and your camel color, your brown color, your dark greens, and your blacks. And those are the colors that I'm using here in the room. So this is perfect. So next we are going to add a little bit more green and some black and white with some books. We have these books right here that I purchased from Amazon. We have At Home, and then we have linen. Now this linen is just like a journal. It's all blank pages in here. But I love the outside of the book. I have this beautiful green marble book in. I purchased this from At Home. It's from Threshold. There's 2 of them, but I'm only going to use one of these. I'm using this as a nice little structure. I love how it looks. It's a green and light green and black marble. This is so pretty, very interesting. And we're going to place this. Lastly, we have this nice ruffled or fluted bow. Very pretty. I think I purchased this from Etsy, one of the small shops there, and they have a larger one to match it. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to purchase the larger one. I'm gathering a lot of ruffle bows now, so I don't know if I want to purchase it. But this is so pretty. I love, has the thickness on the sides here, as you can see the thickness and some of the ridges going around sporadically around the bow. So we're going to place this right here, because we need something on the top of the credenza in front of the photo, some kind of ground cover. I'm not sure if I want to place these in here or not, because I don't know
if I have enough smaller ones. I'm talking about these crystals here. I have quite a bit of them, and I have the string glued down in here. I have to work on that. I'm not sure if I want to put these in there or put some pine cones in there. I haven't decided. I guess you guys will see once I do the reveal. What do y'all think? Not sure. We'll see. Okay, so down at the bottom, I'm using all kind of textures and colors here, guys. We have this gorgeous vase, and we're going to use this as a structure because I love the ridges. And we're just going to place this right here on the bottom of the credenza shelf. I think that's going to do it. It's not too overstated and it's not too understated. So it's just right. I might tweak it here and there, take something away maybe, or leave it, but we'll see come the reveal. So we're leaving our candle holder here. Let me wipe this off a little bit. So let's see some handprints. It's time for another coffee table, guys. Let's see scratches on here. Okay, so here's our candle holder. And now I'm going to add a platform on this side. Something a little different. Instead of having a riser per se, this will be a platform or riser and a structure. So it has some interest to it. Now these little boards my husband made for me when he had some shelving. I asked that if I can have the leftovers, and I'm using them as risers. So I'm turning them in different directions. This is the fourth one. I have 5 of these. And I like this because it's flexible. You can stack them all up against each other, or you can rotate them like this to give some entrance. So I like that. As you guys, let me give you a look from the top. So you can see, it just gives it a little more interest. So I like how that look. And lastly, we're going to place our nice little green marble bowl here. And that will do it, guys. I think I like how that looks. So here is the reel. This is our 2025 winter transition from fall. Just a little nod to the winter season.
You made it to the end of the video, so you must like what you see. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel? It doesn't cost a thing, and I love to have you part of the Bree Style family. Also, click the notification bell twice so you'll be notified when I upload. I see you on the next one. Smooches!